Welcome to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinals offense will have the first possession of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everything.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Shakes off the defender.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, they weren't able to come up with a completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time.
Makes the catch down the right side. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And with that first touchdown, the old Hokie Stones are trembling in this great stadium.
Yeah, and such great fans in Lane Stadium. Early in the game has a reason to be rocking. They get on the scoreboard first. Everybody going bananas.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The back goes in motion. On second down, he'll fire. Caught behind the line. It's slow. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to... And they got him for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He turns that loose down the right side.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. He's going up top. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver...
Going deep. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. The run from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Giants Stadium.
The Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. But we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cardinals. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
From the gun, give on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll heave it deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Final play of the quarter coming. A first down run in the red zone. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's slow.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes his connection. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. He'll just keep slinging it. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Wants to throw. It's Drones. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already, and it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And he's just going to spike it. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On second down, wants to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Pocket starts to collapse. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college.
Throws toward the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.